We're in the Ladbrokes Lab for the last of the really big ones this season, the Stradbroke. $1.5 million up for grabs, Cam, 1,400 metres. Show us the starting position because it's a big field, but they've got a nice run to get into position.
Exactly, 400 metres. We'll get to the barrier draw and the settle grid very shortly, but about 400 metres. So it allows your horse to be able to get into a bit of rhythm. If you put in the right spot, it's not like you should get stuck 5 and 6 wide and be going around this big sweeping bend without getting on the back of at least something, Hammo. Something, but there's going to be some speed here.
Well, there is, and speed from both ends. I'm going to take the inside here because you've got good speed from Emerald Kingdom, drawn in 2. Right next door, Apache Chase will be coming out as well. But you've got the outside brigade.
And this is the cool thing, right? Even though it has that long run you mentioned, the fact is you're going to have 2 from the outside, Rothfire, and right next to Rothfire's Alligator Blood, and they're both going to go forward, which leads to a very interesting settle grid. If you have a look at this, Rothfire goes forward, Buffalo River, Apache Chase, Emerald Kingdom all go forward, plenty of space. You don't want to be stuck 4 wide, no cover. That's the big one, though.
There's a few I want to focus on here. 11-11, well-backed favourite. Then you've got Isotope here, looks to get into a gorgeous spot. And Alligator Blood, I love him. He's back. I think he can win this race, but he's going to need luck early.
He will, but Rothfire, as we just seen, is next to him, right? So what all Alligator Blood has to do is go forward and sit on the back of Rothfire. As I often say, you don't need to worry. If you're stuck 3 and 4 wide, it's not a huge issue in the world if you're on the back of one. If you're getting wind in the face, that's the concern. So Alligator Blood on the back of Rothfire with a fair bit of speed, I think can work nicely. Now, have you got a coin?
No.
Okay, well, we're stuffed then. Well, I'll just try and explain it. These two, right, Isotope and 11-11, again, randomly drawn next to each other. I don't know who's going to get run of the race. You can flip a coin because both of them are going to be able to suck right off this speed and just bide their time. So that's what's going to happen there. These two right here, plenty of speed. Take your time, big sweeping bend and have a crack. Before you go, Private Eye, drawn barrier 1. I liked it. I just don't like that gate for him. And our man Mytho, if he wasn't a billionaire, I'd feel sorry for him because Brooklyn Hustle can never, ever get a gate. Unfortunately, one of the most unlucky runners in the country is going to, again, have to go all the way back. Where's the money?
Well, the money's been with 11-11 at the top of the betting, but there's been a few nibbled at as well. 11-11, your clear favourite. Bit of support for Apache Chase. And also Alligator Blood's been quite solid. Even Isotopes had interest. But where are you going? Who are you tipping?
Well, I found that coin, and I'm going Isotope. I think it's run of the race, that and 11-11, but I'm going Isotope. Willie Pike on board in ripping form. And Laws of Indices continues to threaten to run a huge race. Our man, good friend of Ladbrokes, Campbell Brown, owns it. Very small interest if it wins. Stay out of his way Saturday night. But Isotope for me, 4 out of 5.
Well, have a look at this. I never thought I'd do it. Glenn Boss, this is on you. Back in February, our man Bossy said it'll never win another race, Alligator Blood. I think it'll win the Stradbroke. Well, I think it's one of the 2 bets in it. Isotope, the other one. I'm really confident.
5 out of 5. About time, Hammo.
I think Alligator Blood can bounce back and restore his reputation. Do you agree? Leave it in the comments below. We're back in the lab for the JJ Atkins, one of the great 2-year-old races on the calendar. Cam, and the babies, $1 million. They get out to 1,600 metres. And it's a gorgeous run from the 1,600-metre chute to get into positions. Settle grid time.
Oh, I like the fact you use gorgeous because it gives every horse an opportunity. Plenty of speed from the outside, but this will be a truly run mile. But I know you're all about these 3 class horses in the race.
Sharp and Smart draws 5. Then you got Political Debate will jump from 8. And then She's a Belter from barrier 9.
This is what I really like about this race because, 1, the track plays really fairly over the mile, and 2, there's plenty of speed. So it's quite simple. The Kiwi, Sharp and Smart's been over a mile and 1 before, so you know that'll run it out. Political Debate gave me every reason to believe it will do the same thing. And She's a Belter with a little extra rest, just sits on the back. I actually think these 3 are going to have the 3 best runs in the race. They're going to slot right in behind the pace. And to be honest, they're just going to pull out, and all of a sudden, the best horse will actually win this race. I think I know which the best horse is, but I like this settle grid. Every horse will get an opportunity.
Plenty of money for the Kiwi, Sharp and Smart. It's been the best backed, and I think it might even start shorter than the 440. Bit of interest at bigger odds, Brereton 16 into 11. Your tip?
Well, Willie Pike's in ridiculously good form right now. Think it'll continue. I like the extra time that She's a Belter's had off, not backing up from last Saturday, and beat pretty much everything but the favourite, or favourites, in the field. So She's a Belter for me, 5 out of 5. I think it's last crack and wins over the mile.
Same confidence, different horse for me. 5 out of 5 as well. I love this Kiwi, Sharp and Smart. I think he's really, really going places for Team Rogers.
Hang on, full transparency. You said moments ago, I think Sharp and Smart might even start a little shorter, which means your money's about to get plunged as we get towards barrier time.
I'm really, really keen on this one. I think it's just about the best bet of the day. Ooh. But do you think Cam will be right? Do you think a filly in She's a Belter can break the hoodoo and be the first filly to win it in a decade? Leave it in the comments below.